In today's Good Travel, we're going to try to give you a little inspiration for your next traveling adventure. Think about your heritage, your ancestry.
Yeah.
Today we're joined by two individuals who are going to give us some good ideas. Joining us to discuss this concept and trend in travel, Ali Killam, who is a travel trends expert with Airbnb, and from 23andMe, genetic trends expert Juliana Cintron. Welcome to both of you today.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
So ladies, what exactly is this heritage travel we hear so much about, and why is it becoming such a big trend?
Yeah, so heritage travel is a huge trend we're seeing on Airbnb and around the world these days with travelers. And in fact, in the last 5 years, the number of people who are turning to Airbnb to book a heritage travel trip has increased by 500%, so quite staggering numbers. And heritage travel is exactly what it sounds like. It's people traveling to the cities and countries of their ancestral origin to learn more about either their family history or learn more about themselves and their identity. And there's many reasons we think this is trending right now, but a couple of them include the rise of at-home genetics tests like 23andMe that have really revolutionized how we connect with our ancestry and our heritage, as well as this desire by travelers nowadays to not just take a vacation to kick back and relax. They want an experience that fosters both a personal transformation as well as a deeper connection to the place that they're visiting. And heritage travel absolutely has the ability to do both those things.
So how are you guys working together to make this kind of travel easier and possible for folks?
Yeah, so 23andMe and Airbnb have teamed up to make it extremely easy for our customers to, explore their genetic ancestry through these unique travel experiences. Within a 23andMe account, customers can click through their ancestry populations, and then it'll take them to Airbnb homes and experiences that they can explore based on, their native countries. But also they can look at other populations that they might not have any genetic ties to, but just a very deep personal interest in as well.
And they can do the same thing on Airbnb's site too. Airbnb now has these dedicated landing pages that correspond to the genetic populations on 23andMe, so people can see some different homes and experiences in those places too.
How cool. Well, what are some of the popular destinations that people are traveling to?
Yeah, so among 23andMe customers in Indiana, some of the top ancestries include British and Irish, French and German, Scandinavian and Eastern European. So customers have a variety of different countries to choose from, when choosing to travel based on their genetics.
Yeah, definitely. And if you can't find a way to make a heritage travel trip across the pond or in a global destination this year or this summer, if you're up for a little road trip in Indianapolis, there's a Massachusetts Avenue food crawl hosted by Carol that exposes you to a lot of melting pot of food cultures in Indiana. So there's lots of ways through Airbnb experiences to connect with your heritage in a meaningful way without having to get on a plane.
We love Mass Avenue over in Indy, and they do have a lot of really cool things. As a matter of fact, this week we're actually giving away for one of our lucky winners a chance to go over toward that area and enjoy some fun as well. So this is a great week for us, and I know a great time for you guys. So if folks want information about how to maybe find out more details about what you both offer, where should they go and what should they do?
Yeah, you can go to airbnb.com/heritage travel and click through those different populations.
Yeah, and you can visit 23andme.com/Airbnb.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.